I grew up believing that when something breaks, you fix it. That was especially true for marriage. I wasn't perfect, but I gave everything I had to my wife, Molina, 13 years. That's how long we were together. I thought we were building a life, growing old together, weathering storms side by side. But that belief shattered on an ordinary Tuesday that began like any other. It started with small changes. Her schedule shifted. She worked later. Her phone stayed face down and on silent. She laughed at messages she never showed me, and there was a strange distance in her kiss at night. I told myself it was stress, maybe something at work. When I asked her gently, she brushed it off with a tired smile. "I'm just exhausted, babe." And I wanted to believe her. So I did. Then one night she went to bed early, complaining about a migraine. I stayed up watching a game and went into study to send a late work email. Her laptop was open on the desk. Notifications kept popping up in the corner of the screen. A message flashed from someone named Eli. The preview alone made my blood run cold. "Last night was amazing. I can still smell you on my sheets." I didn't open the message immediately. I just stared at it, my hands trembling. Everything around me slowed down. My stomach turned, like the floor had disappeared beneath me. When I finally clicked, the chat history spilled out. They'd been talking for months. Photos, videos, hotel addresses, their own secret language. She had told him things she never told me. Intimate details, future plans, private jokes. It wasn't just an affair. It was an entire other life. One where I didn't exist. I closed the laptop. I didn't wake her. I didn't scream. I sat on the couch until morning, eyes burning but dry. That day, I made her breakfast like always. Eggs, toast, black coffee. She smiled, kissed my cheek. I smiled back, but something inside me had already died. I went to work as if nothing had changed. But every hour the messages replayed in my mind. I saw her hands on someone else, the hotel sheets, her voice whispering to another man. I stayed silent for 3 days. Maybe I hoped I was wrong. Maybe I was waiting for the right moment. But really, I was preparing for the end. On Saturday, she said she was going out to run errands. I waited for the door to close, waited 15 more minutes just to be sure, then went to the bedroom. I pulled out the biggest suitcase we owned and started packing. Only my things: shirts, pants, socks. I grabbed my passport, my laptop, even my razor from the bathroom. I took off my wedding ring and placed it on her pillow. The door creaked open behind me. I kept folding a shirt. "What the hell are you doing?" she demanded, her voice sharp and panicked. It was the first time I'd heard fear in her voice in years. I zipped up the suitcase. She rushed into the room. "Answer me. Why are you packing?" I turned to her, calm and cold. "I know." Her mouth opened, but no sound came out except a choked gasp. I saw the messages. I said, "I know everything." She went pale and dropped onto bed. Her eyes darted around, searching for some excuse, some version of this where it wasn't her fault. "Wait, just listen to me." It didn't mean anything. I was confused. "You've been so distant." "Don't," I said, raising a hand. "Don't insult me more than you already have." Tears welled in her eyes. "You can't just leave. You're my husband. You should have thought about that when you were in his bed." She stood, trembling. "Please, we can fix this. I'll end it. I swear, I'll do anything." But her voice was empty. The woman begging in front of me wasn't the one I'd loved all those years. That version of her had died the moment she let someone else touch her the way only I was supposed to. I picked up my bag and headed for the door. As my hand touched the handle, she shouted behind me, voice cracking, "Don't you dare walk out on me like I'm nothing." I paused. "You already made me nothing," I said. Then I left. I didn't go to a friend's house. I didn't check into a hotel. I just drove. Hours passed. The sun set in the rear-view mirror, and I kept going. I didn't know where I was headed, but I knew one thing for sure. I was finally free.